Hi everyone, it's Roger and Abe here from DizKingdom.com, and we are going to be talking now about the new information just come out this week via Disney Park blog and also Wall Street Journal, which was the announcement of some details on the new Frozen attraction coming to Epcot in Walt Disney World. It's going to be called Frozen Ever After, and it's going to be replacing Maelstrom, which is in the Norway section of the Epcot's World Showcase. So, did you have a look at this, Abe?
Yes, I did, sir.
Yeah. What's your initial thought on this attraction?
It's a no-brainer. I mean, first off, when we first found out that this was going to happen, a lot of people were upset because everybody loves the Maelstrom, and it's an old-school ride and everything. But come on, it's dated. Frozen is in. It's awesome. It fits in this part of Epcot. I mean, it has everything to do with that part of the world, so it just works. My initial thought when I first read this, though, was like, I feel like they're doing it on the cheap because they're still using the same ride system, the same track, the same boats and everything. But, however, I know that this is a big moneymaker, so they can't be completely cheap. So whether they're going to be saving money on the vehicle and the track and everything, at least they're going to spend a lot of money on the scenes, which I definitely think they will. So
yeah, I mean, just going through some of the details here, it's like you said, they've taken the Maelstrom ride, they've basically stripped it all out. The line or the ride line and the actual boats are going to be identical, but they've just completely just overhauled the entire inside. So it's been gutted and getting a brand new overlay. It's a 4-minute long attraction, and along the way you will get to see they're kind of doing a slight retelling of the original of the main movie. You're going to have Olaf and Sven in it. You're going to have Anna and Kristoff. There's going to be a big scene with Elsa singing "Let It Go" in front of her castle, and it's going to be snowing. You're also going to get
the big summer blowout.
Yeah, yeah. Was it Wandering Oaken's trading post is going to be in there as well? I think that might be part of the queue line or something like that. You're also going to get Marshmallow and the new Snowgies. Will be in there, and there's a big firework display and a wave off from everybody to end the sort of attraction. And also, they're going to be using the same sort of technology of using a projector behind the faces to enable more lifelike animation, which they recently used on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Now, I've seen some footage of that attraction, and the sort of dwarfs just looked fantastic. Last time I was in Walt Disney World, they were just finishing off the mine train, so just missed it. But I do believe they use it on Buzz Lightyear in the Lightyear spin when he's in at the beginning. I think that looks very sort of similar to it.
Yeah, that was the very beginning of that technology, which it's greatly improved, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a great way as well of kind of having those characters on sort of displayed, and they're moving properly rather than just using like just a robot just going. Arr.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we also saw that technology implemented in the new Hatbox Ghost in the Haunted Mansion Disneyland. So it's definitely going to work. You definitely want the characters to look identical. So Anna and Elsa are going to look amazing.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things for me is that the boat rides in Disney are kind of classic. They are things that we always do when we go. There's something you can do as a family. They're a family attraction that everyone can get on. The whole family can do it together. And this is what this ride is. And I think they're hoping that it's going to basically bring because Epcot hasn't had a huge boost in audience for a long time. And they are really hoping that this would be the one thing that boosts Epcot up. Because there's not a huge amount there for sort of kids to do. Usually, that I don't really refer to it as a great park, maybe as much for the kids. Personally, it's always one of mine and my wife's and even my parents. They love Epcot. Epcot has always been one of the most favorite parks that in Walt Disney World. So this is a great opportunity, and I think in general, I'm going to be honest. We went on Maelstrom last time we were in Disney World a few years ago, and it showed its age. It's old. It's been there a long time, and I think it needed a new overlay. And why not go Frozen?
Oh yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, if you figured out a way to basically, blink your eyes and create money, I mean, Frozen is the way to do it. It's a no-brainer. Everybody loves Frozen. Just like Frozen Fever, the short, brought so many people in to see Cinderella, I'm sure this is going to bring several visitors to Epcot again, because Frozen is a beloved franchise. So I agree with you. Maelstrom has seen its age. I'm sure they'll pay homage to it in the new Frozen ride at some point. You know, put a little, just like the Imagineers like to do. But
yeah, well, I think
it's a good move.
There'll probably be some trolls or something in there to symbolize the original one.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, as well as, to me, like they said that, you know, they wanted to build a Frozen attraction before the movie even came out. I think once the movie came out, they knew they had to speed it up, and this was the quickest way of getting a Frozen attraction into the park. Because let's be honest, the original thing that they did before with the parades and the little shows were all literally, they're all just chuck it in. So this is an actual attraction. I still think we will probably end up seeing another Frozen attraction coming that's bigger, as well as at some point in one of the parks. But I just think it's a great idea. It's okay. So Scandinavia, it's maybe a little bit of a fetch, but I do think the World Showcase needs an update. It needs some new, fresh ideas in it, and I'm not opposed to them bringing in Disney characters into the World Showcase. You know, it would make sense to me to put, you know, a Mulan attraction, you know, replace the Chinese, the 360 show with something to do with maybe Mulan, or with Canada. Just update in the World Showcase needs some new updates, and I think Disney have got so many characters now, it makes sense to maybe throw in some of those guys there. I'd love to see maybe like an Iron Man attraction in Epcot as well. You know, replace something there to kind of bring in like Tony Stark. But on Frozen, I think this is good. This is just going to get the small voice of people that maybe are disappointed that Maelstrom went. It's going to be completely outstretched by the people that are Frozen fans, and it's going to keep people coming into the parks for years. You've got a whole new generation that are just only want Frozen.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a no-brainer. You need a Frozen attraction. That's the best way, the fastest way. I agree with you on Tony Stark ride. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll ever happen unless they figure it out with the whole law thing. I mean, the lawyers thing. But other than that, I approve Frozen.
Yes. Okay, guys. If you've got any thoughts on this new Frozen attraction, remember you can comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Remember to check us out at This Kingdom. I'm going to be a big shout out to our Patreons this month. James over at Infinity Museum, and also Ethan over at sorterapps.com and magiccbandcollectors.com for helping us out being Patreons this month. And yeah, just big thank you to everyone, and be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we shall see you guys later.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
Laters.